Welcome to this look at new mods and updates on Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Remember the 5th of November, gunpowder, treason and plot. It is the 5th of November. We've got some new mods and we've got some updates too. A lot of updates. The map Hagenstedt by DH Modding, that says a new save game is recommended. Usually that means for any of the updates and bits and bobs to actually take place, you need a new save game. So I would say probably required more than recommended. The case Puma 185260 by Waffle. The Duvelsdorf Big Bag Handler by AW Modding ABP team. The EuroMilk Rhino FXL 1000 HD Plus. There was all the other FX. There's a whole load in that pack by Bartson V3. We've got the EuroMilk Scorpio Alligator Shark. That part of that update, or the update, is console release, so we're going to look at that next. That's by Bartson V3. The Bigger Animal Barns by Cavalier Roy Monkey Show Modding. The billboards, brand yard signs and placeable ramps, all by AW Modding Stoneway Design ABP team. The handcrafted weight box by Kmara the Design Farmer. The Kun GMD Compact F Pack by Agrar Design Austria. New Horizon Farm map by Ian, that says new save game is required. The Wood Chips Processing Factory by FFMT Storm ML NL. The Chicken Shelter by Guillaume and the Compost Production Pack by Weekend Farmers have all had updates. So in front of me we have got this pack. So we have the Scorpio, which is the bale wrapper. We have got the alligator, and we've got the shark. The alligator is over there, the shark is here. I'll show you the alligator in it. I mean, it's fairly straightforward what it is and what it does. If we start with the wrappers, then just here is our Scorpio. So this is our bale wrapper, 125 and 150 centimeter round bales it will do. This is 4 slots. Options on this: we've got standard, 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 standard 2, back to standard, wrapper design with bale end turner or not, and then you've got Rhino Wrap white, black, green, nature green or empty, license plate option on there too. If we come from there and we go to telehandler tools, here's where you'll find them. So there's the Alligator 1800, 1000 litre. It's interesting, it's the Alligator 1800, but it's a 1000 litre, unless it's 1.8 metres wide maybe. But there you go, 1000 litres, no options, it comes like that. Lovely. And then we've got this one here, the EuroMilk Shark 1800. Yeah, it's probably that, isn't it? These ones were 2 slots each, 950 litres, and that's for your forage type crops. That will do everything. That is more for your foragey things. In real life, that is a silage cutter, a box cutter. So that goes into your silage clamp, because in the real world, silage, when it's compacted and you kind of cut into it, you take slices out of it. Whereas in game, it's more flowing. That's generally speaking what would happen with it. So if we jump in here, so on our telehandler at the front, we've got our quite apt already, 50 years of Jaws, isn't it? 1975, 2025. So shark, there we go, that's on the front. We go to our wrapper on the back. So if we unfold it, we want to go to that unfold baler, or bale wrapper. I should put the bale and turner down as well. Turn on automatic drop. I mean, bale wrappers are, you know, we kind of understand what a bale wrapper does, but he says coming at completely the wrong angle. There we go. See what kind of speed this does. It wraps her for a while. And it's good to go again. There you have it, the EuroMilk Scorpio, Alligator and Shark. Next we have got the Animals Placeables pack. I'm going to show you these, not going to put them all out. This is by Puma 145. The pack is 125.5 megabytes download. The slot counts are various. There are 22 animal pastures in this pack. So if we jump into here and we come to our animals, I'm going to go all the way over here, somewhere where I can place these without me getting the warning thing that I often get. So let's go here, for example. Hopefully this will work. And none of these have a customization option with regard to adjusting the pen size, but so you can see, so we've got cow barn there, will hold 100. Large cow one will hold 200. We've got the Goldcrest cow pasture, 750. We've got the Sosnovka cow pasture, 400. We've got the Estancia Lapacho cow pasture for 300. And we've got the Bjornholm cow pasture there for 400. So a real mixture through the ages. So there's our first one. There's no customization options on pens or anything like that. They come just like that. This one here. Don't worry, the pen they do place. This is the Goldcrest one. God, talking about memories. Sosnovka. That's pretty cool. Then we've got the Estancia Lapacho. More of a corral pasture type thing, but I like that. That's quite cool. And then the Bjornholm. Wow. Proper old school. Look at that. That's nice. So that's our cows. Horses. We've got horse paddock, which will do 8. And then we've got large horse paddock, will do 16. That one looks like that. That one looks like that. I'll double check this. Let me just go to place it. Yep, no option for customizing of the pen. I didn't think there was. Let's remove that. Then we come to our pigs. So we start here with the pig enclosure, which will hold 150. We've got the large pig enclosure, which will do 300. We've got the Goldcrest pig enclosure. That has been in various locations on various different versions of Goldcrest. That will do 400 animals. Then the Estancia Lapacho one, just there, which will do 280. We then move on to our sheeps and goats now, I suppose, technically. So we have got just here, sheep pasture will hold 80. Large sheep pasture, 250. We've then got the Goldcrest sheep pasture, 400. The Sosnovka sheep pasture, cool, we'll do 450. And then we've got the Estancia Lapacho one there, which will do 300. Then we go from there to our chickens, and we should have there, oh, look at the old school chicken coop. That's cool. That'll do 100. Large, 250. Goldcrest, 150. And that's, if you go back far enough as well with some of these, Bjornholm especially with the chickens, when you picked the eggs up individually, that was quite cool. That'll do 150. Sosnovka, that used to be by the side of the road, didn't it? Up by the side of the road, 100. Estancia Lapacho, 250. That's it. Actually, hang on. Let's say that's it. Nothing under bees. I thought I'd better double check bees. And then nothing for dogs. So 22 animal pastures for you to play around with to your heart's content. If there's a particular one that tugs on the heartstrings that you remember being particularly cool, you can jump back in and have a look at those. And like I say, various different slot counts on them. Nothing break the bank, nothing crazy, but pretty cool. So that's the Animals Placeables pack by Puma 145. Next, we've got the concrete panel grain shed. Frog in my throat by Betonowy Łukasz, I think it is. I always get that wrong. Oh, when I was in Poland, they told me how to say that. That funny looking. I say funny looking. That L with the line through it. There's a way of saying it, and I can't remember what it was now. Anyway, 30.54 megabytes download. 30 slots. 70,000 to purchase. Build mode and sheds is where you will locate it. It comes just as it is, like that. Oh no, hang on a minute. I take that back. No, sorry. Why did I did put down no customization options. So style selection, yellow wall. Oh, grey wall. Concrete panels wall. Oh, there we go. My bad. I do apologise. That's quite a good looking one. The details are very neat on it as well. It looks brilliant. Nice looking bit of kit. This. I know I say that all the time, but it is a nice looking bit of kit. If we come inside here, we've got a side door just there. Light switch here. Now I'm assuming the exterior lights will be automatic because it's not actually a light switch for the exterior lights. Security cameras, good idea. Yeah, like I say, nicely made, nicely detailed, not a bad size for 70 grand. Concrete panel grain shed next. these over here. So we have a selection. I've got one set of these to show you. This is the Pöttinger Nova EuroCat pack by Agrar Design Austria. 74.63 megabytes download, 6s, 7s and 8s on the slot counts. These under the mowers category. And we've got various different options on these. At the end of the day, they all mow. What I'm curious to see is the difference in the sort of the windrow capability. Obviously these are based on real world versions, but like I say, the detail on them, crisp, very nice indeed. So if we go to our mowage, which is just here, and we start here, get it right, with the NovaCat 262. So the 262 is 2.6 meters. You got the option of swath plate no, right both. So I've gone for the 302, which was in a minute. I've gone for right and both, so you can see. And then you've got instructions box, which is around the back, that sort of black cylinder, yes or no. That's the 262. Then you've got the 262 ED, bit of a jump up in price. Same width, a little bit more horsepower. This one has got this back section on it, which is a swathing thing. I assume is what it's referring to when it says about the conditioner. Now, I'm not sure whether that will do hay. I don't think it will. Again, we've got instructions box, yes or no. Then hydraulics on transport protection. So it puts hydraulics at the end for the folding, whereas I think the standard one folds automatically. We're going to open and close all of these. We're going to look at the options anyway. Then we move on to the 302, which is the 3 meter version. The options are the same as these two, but in the 3 meter versions. We then got the 352V, which is 3.5 meters, again with the swath plate and instruction box. Then we move on to from the NovaCat onto the EuroCat 272, 2.7 meters, and then the 272 ED, again instruction box. Now this says conveyor belt on drums, yes or no. That's underneath. Again, I guess kind of like the real world version. Then this version again, being the ED version, has got this kind of conditioner swathing bit on the back. And then we've got instruction box, conveyor, and then hydraulic transport protection. And then finally we've got the 312, the EuroCat, not NovaCat, which is the 3 meter version, which just looks like that. So yeah, I mean, it's just different sizes, variations, I say, on a theme. That's wrong because obviously, you know, they are all slightly different. And again, if you're an expert on these, if your thing is Pöttinger equipment and machinery or mowers specifically, you will know all the ins and outs. So this one, if you can see that black disc, that's the right hand plate. If you look at this one, or folded up, you've got that one plate there and that plate there. So that's the one with 2 plates. So I'm curious to see, now these are all 302, so they should all be the same. And then this one has got that rear section, which has got this conditioner bit. I keep saying conditioner bit. It says in the description about, you know, conditioning, but yeah, we'll see. And that's got like the prongs and stuff on it, which in the real world again would be conditioning the grass, whereas these versions are just your plates for cutting. They don't have that conditioning bit. So we'll see what all of these do. Let's jump in this. So if we fold the mower, goes all over like that. We've got lights on the back rig and indicators on the back rig as well. So let's unfold it. You notice the end does fold up when you fold it away, so it does still fold, but it doesn't have the hydraulic bit on there. If we turn this on, now L1, R1, L1, R1, that one there, that R up and down, that does the sunroof on the tractor. So there's no option for adjusting the swath on this, so we can't bring it in or out. So let's drop this down and see what that cuts. Right, so that is the right swath. So as you can see, it's cutting that full width, and it's putting, with that swath disc, it's putting it all to this side. So the swathing bit is on the right, so the swath goes to the left. I know it seems a bit weird, but that's that one. So just to see that one, let's see how these are when they turn off. There's not too much of a gearbox whine or wind down or anything like that. That's that one. Let's go and grab the one that's the double swath version. So I'm assuming that's going to put it in the middle. It would kind of make sense that it does. So we'll unfold that one. There you go. So same width, but puts it in the middle. It's actually having the double swath on. I don't know if you can see that. Depending on what your pickup is on your balers and stuff, that still seems quite spread. That seems a much neater, tidier pile in the middle, because it's taken the stuff that's laying there on that one and brought that into the middle as well. So it's a tighter swath. If that's what you're looking for, if you're looking for a tighter swath in your mower, let's get that. And then finally, let's have a look at this one, because this is the one that this is the coolio to me. This one didn't have an option either for adjustment of that swathing plate. It just seems to be external, and it definitely looks like conditioning bars. So if we fold it, there you go. So it's hydraulically folding that bit up. It's a more pronounced fold. Double swathing section, conditioning bar. We'll see. I'll be surprised if it does hay. If it does, that's pretty cool. I'm looking R1, L1, R1. No, there's no option to adjust that in tighter. I'm sure that's just grass. It hasn't turned into hay. And that's actually quite wide, considering that has got that swath. But I guess, like I say, doesn't this in the real world? It's for feeding of animals, isn't it? The conditioning things, because it actually crimps the grass up a little bit more. It releases more of the stuff, you know. I'm sure that's what it does in the real. If I'm wrong, I do apologise. I'm pretty sure from what I understand. But anyway, that then is duplicated across that mower pack like that. And again, apologies to Agrar Design Austria if I'm doing them a disservice. I know a lot of time and work and energy has gone into making these all do the things they're supposed to do, and I'm sort of kind of putting it in layman's terms, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, the Pöttinger Nova EuroCAT pack, which brings you on to the last of the mods for today. There's no maps or anything today. You saw it in the barn building already. We've got this. This is the Iseki TJV 985 by Hispano. 20.05 megabytes download, 13 slots. So if we come to our tractors and we go to our small tractors, you'll see the base game version just there, the TJW. That's 92 grand for the base version. 123 horsepower, 8 slots. This one's 13 slots. That was 92 grand for 123 horsepower. Did we have a horsepower option on this? We didn't. Oh, so no, it's just a smaller version with a little less horsepower. So we've got the optional Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, Nokian, then back. I've shown the Trelleborg, standard, wheel weights, wide and weights, rear narrow twin, which was the small narrow on the back, then narrow tyres, then back to standard. Now we have also got mixed in amongst these, was it Vredestein? Standard, wheel weights, wide and weights, then it goes to rear twin, not narrow rear twin, then to narrow. So we've got some different options there. There's no double narrows or anything like that on this. Then with our beacons, we've got left and right, left only, right only, none at all. Back on. Window tinting, 25, 50, 75, 100% window tint. Front weights, yes or no. On or off. Main colour, anything on that palette does all of that. Chassis colour, anything on that palette does all of that. Whoa, that's bright. Let's go red. Not sure that's better. Ceiling on the top, we'll go blue for that, so you can see that change. Engine grids, let's go pink. There we go. On the front, rear view mirrors, we can change those as well. Let's go yellow. Rim colour. And then license plate. Now I know that looks like a kid's toy, but you know, you can just see the various different things you can change the colour of. Then license plate option there as well. So, let's start it up. There's our horn. Let's get outside of the artificial lights into the sunlight. No doors or windows. So, there's our lighting, beacons. Nice big solid old indicators on there as well. Interior, very nice. So, L1, right stick side to side, does that one. Right stick up and down, does that one. There's no adjustment for them tilting forwards and backwards. We've got side to side, but not up and down. So, that's our options for where the mirrors will go. I think that's all that moves actually. Oh, there we go. Cool. So there you have it, the Iseki TJV 985 by Hispano, and that's it for the mods for Wednesday, November the 5th. I hope you found this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course please be my guest, whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.